All right, everybody, just packed in. So I'll show you around a little bit. Gonna do a little gold prospecting today. I might even take a nap out here. So the dam broke down below. Water's lower now. And I'll show you my platform that I had the high banker on. And you used to towel off right into the water. So the water's down about 2 foot maybe in width. Maybe a little longer in depth, but that was a platform I had. I'll have to find another spot. I'd sit here, feed the machine. All the tailings would come out over the top. You can see all the tailings. So just packed in, lighten up my load. My duffel bag's about, I got one less 5-gallon bucket and a couple other things, so it's a lot lighter. Got my new shovel, True Temper, made in America. And yeah, I'll show you where, after I set up a new spot for the high banker in the panning area, well, it's kind of amazing because that was Glenn's spot, and that was a couple feet out from into the water. Now there's just been a lot less water now. You see all the algae too. So I'll have to find a spot to pan away from the algae. I don't know if I can find that. Trying to think of a spot where I want it to go. And I actually think it's gonna be right here. I mean, you can see clay right there. I don't know how good you can see it. But primarily that's where I've been finding the gold with the clay. You can see. Just silt. That's all that was. It's clay, but it's just probably from digging before. So I think I'm going to work this area right here really good. Like I said, water's low. John told me to check out them rapids a couple months ago. Maybe one of these days I'll get over there. So yeah, just take you around. Okay, job number one, create a new platform for the high banker and a place where I can sit. It's probably looking, I don't know, maybe in this area. Can use that rock as a base there. And then I could probably build something out here. I'll do some panning. I just don't like this algae, so it is what it is. Overcast. Let's see what happens with the showers. Hopefully I'll catch a break. You know, if I get wet out here, I get wet. I got plastic bags for my electronics. I'll put them in plastic bags, and other than that, if there's no lightning bolts cracking down, I'll just stay out here. I'd like to give you a recap in the near future about my golf tournament that I had in Kentucky. It was 2-day event, Saturday, Sunday, big tournament, 6-man team. So Saturday I played like a rock star. I really did very exceptionally well. I hit my best approach shot to a par 5 in my life, and I've been playing since I was 21. and I hit it 230 yards blind. I never could see the green from where I was at, and had trees blocking it. And I hit it to about 4 foot from the pin. That was on Saturday. Saturday I made 5 birdie putts, 1 eagle putt. I was a rock star Saturday. And Sunday came, final day of the tournament, and that's pretty much where all the big prizes is on Sunday. Determining on your score on Sunday will determine if you get first, second, third, you're going to do good. And I think first, second, and third, I think again, 3 teams were tied at 18 under par, just like last year. And Sunday, myself, I played like a bum. Horrible. A difference a day makes in a game of golf is just, it's mind-blowing. I was horrible. And actually my whole team, none of us played well, and we shot 14 under par. So no soup for us, no prizes for us. Did I learn anything? Well, yeah, I learned you got to put that stuff behind you pretty quick and get back out there. So that's pretty much my wrap up for the big golf tournament of 2024, my first big one. I have a few more out there that I'm going to practice and prepare for. I did a lot of preparation for the tournament in Maysville. A lot. Mentally, physically, but mentally, Sunday, not there. So now I'm gold prospecting today. Take my mind off of everything. Just want everybody to know, have a great day. And I will show you all my operations here today. I'll get everything set up. I'll get my high banker set up, my panning station set up, where I'm gonna dig, my classifying station, and I'll show you, how I classify into a 5-gallon bucket and get the material, and then I'll bring the material over to the high banker, and then I'll show you how I run the material through the high banker, and then I'll show you the final is when you take the mats out of your high banker. So you're pretty much taking a 5-gallon bucket of material and taking it down to about 2 cups of material when you run it through this high banker. Okay, so it moves a lot of material through. All right, everybody, catch you soon. Bye now. Okay, we got locations changed. Like, I moved the high banker up here, set up a seat for the high banker, panning station, and where I'm gonna dig. So I leveled some fish in the water. High banker, 10 degrees. That's the slope it's running on. So at 10 degrees, I'll probably run my water about like 64% flow. Okay, let me show you what's going on. All right, here we go. This is going to be my digging area, classifying into the 5-gallon bucket. All right, I'll show you that. I made this here for my panning station. Okay, that'll be my little panning station. Got my little mini high banker set up, and that's going to be my little chair. I'll show you that operation using Milwaukee drill batteries, and that's a electronic box with a toggle so I can turn on. Actually, it doesn't turn on and off, but anyway, I can monitor the water flow with that toggle. So I'll do about 64. My camera has a level and an angle feature, so it's at 10 degrees slope, and so far it's level across. We'll watch the water flow at the end afterwards to see how it's flowing over. So you want to have an even flow over that water. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hot, humid, birds are chirping, spiders are moving. I found Glenn's, cousin Glenn was out here 2 weeks ago. I got some video on that. I haven't posted it, but he lost this. It's a, they call it a carrot, but it's a pinpointer Garrett. Garrett carrot, it's one of the best. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm out here. I'm just going to connect with God today. Focus on Him and everything He's created out here. Gave me the ability to come out here and have fun. So I want to show you something about a glacier rock. Now this rock bar has very minute amounts of glacial rock. But when I was here with John, I found this glacial rock. I want to show you the difference between the minute glacial rocks that you'll see. So that came from Canada. That's a glacial rock right there. That was brought down by the glacier. Probably about 800,000 miles. And I found good gold under that. I think it was right in this area. But if you look at all the rocks, it's all ocean bottom rocks, right? So like, it's a very, very small amount of rock. Here, that's glacial. Now I've been looking for arrowheads. I find arrowheads here up in the hills. I found 2. I've never found anything on this creek, which is mind blowing because there's a village up there. But maybe that could have been a flood area, so they wouldn't have built. There's a field up beyond these trees. So a friend of mine had a that's what they make arrowheads out of. It's called chert. So a friend of mine has an app on the phone. He can see right through the trees into the ground. And he said there was a mound up there, so maybe the Indians lived up in the hills, which I learned about. They wouldn't live like on a floodplain. All right, everybody, I'll get started and get another video going for you. We'll do the classifying video first. So I don't have a tripod, but I do have a selfie stick, and I'm gonna stick that selfie stick in between some rocks to make it stand up straight. All right, everybody, let's get to digging. Bye now. All right, I got my selfie stick leaning against a rock. Just gonna classify some material. I don't know how good you can see me, but right under this rock. So let's see what we get. We want to get clay. We're going to get rocks that are really like stuck in the ground. Stuff's loose gravel. I built a platform last week out here where I'm standing, because if I didn't, I'd have wet boots right now. So I'm trying to feel with my shovel the texture of the ground, right? So I see clay, but it's real loose, so it's actually, it wouldn't be clay then if it's loose. So what you want to do here, it's going to be a workout. Anyway, what you want to do here is get that fine material down to the bottom. right? That's why it's called classifying. 1/4 inch screen I have in here. And I'm looking at the material too, right? So everything was loose, so there's nothing stuck on that material. So you always want to make sure your bucket's level. Right here, okay? So when you classify, the material makes it a lot easier. So I saw 15 doe run across from the bank, across the creek, and up the hill a while back, a month ago, a month and a half. I thought I was recording it, but I wasn't. Would have been a great video. Maybe it'll do it again today. All right, so a lot of loose material. I like to get some rocks that are been wedged in the creek for, I don't know, thousands of years. I'm seeing gray, but very loose. I found green and gray clay last time. Big hunk of green, like the color of this glove. I mean, that's ancient, right? And it was kind of, then I had another clump and it was gray. So going under that boulder a little bit. I don't think it's wedged in like I wish it was, but it'll create a riffle. That water come up and then it'll create a swirl. All right, still loose, and like it's decomposing that gray color. So I'm trying to look at the rocks. I thought that was a bone, but this is a nice piece of material that they would have used to make arrowheads. It's real pretty. It's like pink and white. So I see round rocks in here, real small pebbles, and they're definitely from the glacier, so they weren't created in Indiana. All right. So that's classifying. Digging your material, put into a classifier, put it into a 5-gallon bucket, and I'll carry it over to the high banker. I'll show you how that works later. It's a workout, out of breath. See ya. All right, got the material classified. Got about 3/4 of a bucket. Took about 20 minutes. Did I mention it's very humid out here? Well, I ate half a peanut butter and jelly and took a vitamin. I'm drinking water. And I'm non-stop sweating. All right, I'm just gonna hook my battery up and get it to 64, like I said. All right. It's like an even flow over the edge. Whew. Now it's time to relax. Got a lot of water dripping out underneath here. I noticed that before, but I don't know. So I'm gonna get the air bubbles out of the mats. If you got air bubbles in there, It's like a shield. The bull won't fall in it. Now I'm just gonna sit here and relax. So material pretty much loose. I did see clay. I got clay. And some of the forced rocks had some clay stuck on it. So, real loose, wet material. Not sandy, very gravelly, which is a good thing. So I'm almost at a constant speed. I use this. I got a 1/4-inch classifying basket in there, and it just seems to always be built up at the end. So I just kind of stratify it. I hope that camera didn't turn. It looks like that camera like turned like it did like the 180. So this video could be over here. Anyway, good exercise. Cut the grass yesterday, push mower. Yeah, the front wheels turned, but I don't know, about 2 hours, 10 minutes. I mean, at the end of it, I was like, oh my goodness. Cardio. I think working my body. Golf practice. This is a workout, I tell you. Shoveling, moving rocks. So you see I built a new platform for this, right? So my legs are just kind of like, this looks like a lot of actually dark material in the sluice spots, which is a good thing, right? Not a lot of dirt, loose sediment, but and magnetite. I mean, so I might not run all of this because if the sluice is so heavy with magnetite, I don't want it to fill up the riffles, but the riffles are pretty dark. So this is called Dream Mat. It's got 3 stages of the riffle system. The first is very small in diameter. It's like a toilet bowl, so when you flush, it kind of goes swirls down, and that's exactly what these mats are doing. Looks like a nose, the riffles, and the holes like your nostrils. But anyway, then the next one's like a medium, higher, bigger diameters, deeper wells. And then the third part of it's got a real deeper diameter mat. Sometimes when I go, what this basket's good for is when I get clay balls in there, and I'll just break it up, you know. So that's where a lot of the gold here is going to be, in them little clay balls. So, like I said, a lot of what you call it today, sweating, which I don't mind. I'm just going to stay hydrated. Well, I got 2 bottles of water. Oh, I got 1 1/4 now. But anyway, now you just build everything. You build your platform for your high banker, and I put it on an angle. I didn't have to adjust the legs on the high banker. Not one bit. So these batteries last a pretty long time. 5-volt Milwaukee drill batteries. Got that ECU box over there. And yeah, it's awesome, really. 1100 for our pump. That battery runs that pump and shoots out of 2 ports up here, the water. And you got the hopper. So I'm feeding the hopper now. So this is the hopper's up here. You got that on a certain angle. You just want to make sure you check underneath on how that material is actually getting in, and it looks pretty good. You don't want like buildup down below. You know, you want to come in from the hopper to the bottom part in like a nice fluid motion. Not too rough, but just nice and fluid. So that heavier material, the gold, will drop down into these mats and get trapped, you know. Oh, everything's going well with me. Hopefully everything's going well with you. Life ain't easy. Bible said there will be troubles. Just how we deal with them troubles, you know, folks. Like 99%. We got control over what we do. We gotta give God the 100% control. Because we mess things up once in a while, don't we? Alright. Got one more scoop. And this is how I ran my material. So 3/4 of a bucket. I'll turn that water down slow, because the bucket's empty now. I'll take this out like gently. I don't want to knock the balance off of this. And I don't want to wait too long to power that water down. Whatever you do, don't knock what you built, that platform. Okay, water's going down. And I normally take my batteries out because I can't find the off switch on this. Thank God, so far no rain. Now, let me take you over here. You can kind of see the bucket down to the bottom. I save that at the end and do a I don't know how deep the water is because it's kind of cloudy. So, like 3/4 of a bucket goes down the hopper. I got the basket over there, and it drops down under there. It comes down the sluice box. So, really, what you want to see now is like gold in the riffles. So, all right, I'm gonna take the mats out and go to my gold panning station, which is right over there. And I'll show you how that goes. All right, bye now. Okay, now we're gonna pan. So 3/4 of a bucket down to about a cup of material. So now the reveal party begins. So to be a gold prospector, you need a gold pan and a snuffer bottle to get your gold out when you find it. Just a gold pan and a snuffer bottle. Hopefully you can see me, guys and girls. So I'm optimistic, so I'm gonna put some water in my snuffer bottle. That's too much. It's a little more than half is good amount. You don't want too much water in there. Okay. This is my material. Very little. Very little. A lot of black sand. That's the time you want to be delicate and panning, like your best techniques of panning have to come into play like right now, if you don't want to lose gold. And if you're patient, get that right angle with the pan and let that water just wash that lighter material out. And when you start seeing black sand, just take all the material back to the center, stratify it, get it on an angle, get that gold down, hiding behind those deep riffles at the bottom, and then just lightly let the water wash the light materials right out of the gold pan. And I'm doing it very slow, very gentle, not really meticulous, because you don't want to get anal on this stuff, but you want to develop a technique, and you will after like 1,000 pans. Every pan you kind of is a new experience, you know. So seeing a lot of black sand and no gold yet. The further you get this material down, the easier it is to take it back in the pan and look for the gold. That's another technique on how to do that. But when you do that, you don't want to have much light material in there. So I'm just playing a little game. I'm actually panning to see if I see any gold. You're gonna see that light blonde stuff on, this is a 2 riffle pan, and all you're doing is blowing that white blonde sand right out. All right, I'm gonna take it back now. And I kind of cheated to see if there's any gold that jumped to the back. That's like the 12 to 6 technique right here. Now it's just the real finesse part. We're taking all that material back. Just trying to expose the gold, you know. And right now it's all like black magnetite stuff I'm seeing. So I always do this. Oh, saw a little speck, it's too small. From 12 to 6, water up, water back, wash the material down. And then when I see a speck of gold, which now I see my second one, I'll put the water up there and just get out the bigger rocks with my index fingers, you know. So far I got one micro speck, and then one speck that's popping out. I mean, it's a good start, right? It's always good to find gold on your first bucket, you know. You just want to find lots of it. You're going to work, you're going to sweat, you're going to lift, you know. Great exercise. I probably sweated a lot since I got here, and I feel kind of cool right now. Kind of cool, you know. You can come out in the woods and talk loud, and you know, ain't nobody here to, you know, talk to God, you know. Oh, so just trying to get some material down. Seeing like just that one speck appear again, and that was about it. There's another one, so that's 3. So this is kind of a tedious process here, because you're really getting down to the small granules, and the majority of those small granules are metallic iron and gold, but gold's not metallic. So it's a process. And it's one you can kind of meditate on, this, you know, very therapeutic. A lot of daisies. Maybe later on I'll do a outro video. 2 weeks ago, the blue bonnets were all over. They're beautiful. I don't see them now. Seeing daisies though, I saw some small purplish daisies walking in. So when I walk in, I just, because the grass is high, not quite to my hip, but keep my eyes on the ground for snakes, you know. Walk. So I'm seeing 3 specks. I mean, nothing like mind-blowing here. You know, nothing even excited about to show you. I think I gotta find rock that's like embedded in, because there's just 3 small specks. Yeah, it's gold, but alright. Make your snuffer bottle happy. 3 small specks. I didn't get into any clay, so I was in loose material. Loose material is not going to hold gold, you know. You got to get hard packed material where that gold can't penetrate. And clay seems to be clay around here, and so far I got into very little clay. All that black sand out for next time. All right, this goes back to the shoveling station. Seat goes back on the so I don't know. Might have to go out there or something. I don't know. You just got to prospect now, you know? So, I don't know. All right, I'll dig some more. Probably should show you guys the final clean out at the end. All right, take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Still here, I tricked you out. So you always put your snuffer bottle by your gold panning area. That's a lucky charm. Just don't let it float away. All right, walking the rock bar. This worked out pretty good. Okay, folks, back to bucket number 2. I'll keep you posted at the end, let you know how I did. All right, bye now. Okay, everybody, wrapping up. Gold prospecting for the day. Did my last cleanup on about a 3/4 full bucket. I actually went 3 different locations. First bucket was a little bit more than half full. I found 3 small specks. And I was digging over here. Next bucket, about 3/4 full bucket, and got about 4 small specks, and I was digging right over here. Now my cousin Glenn was digging right there 2 weeks ago and was finding good gold. So the third spot I just went right inside here. So Glenn's hole was where I'm standing, and I just started digging there, and I got 8 pieces in the pan. Just gotta remember where this spot is for next time. So I'll show you that. Got a little birdshot BB in there for a shotgun. I don't know if that you can see with that glare. Oh, there's gold there. Don't know how good you can see it. I really don't. It just seems blurry as hell through the camera, but yeah, it might be blurry. I'm all right, don't know how to fix that, but I'll put that in a snuffer bottle. Then what I do, like I did 3 buckets material, and I always do a last bucket cleanup, so the bottom of the bucket. So what's remaining in the bottom would be 3 cleanups that I did in 3 different locations. So, and I'll let you know how that last bottom bucket cleanup does. Really exertion. The workout here is unbelievable. I sweated so profusely, like nonstop, like just drip and sweat. So it's only like 72.3 today, but it was humid. Anyway, that's about it. I don't know if you can hear the birds. Nothing really exciting earlier. Didn't see the eagle today. See a car. All right, I'll show you the last bucket cleanup. Peace, everybody. See you later. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get ready to pack out. So I did my bottom of the barrel gold pan, and I found 1 small speck. Like I said, I was over here, found 3 small specks. Went over there, found 4 small specks. Cousin Glenn was digging here 2 weeks ago and found a lot of good gold. So I went right there. I found in my last 3/4 of a bucket, 5-gallon bucket, I found 8 specks. So that's where I would work. I was trying to find a gold line. If Cousin Glenn was here, I was trying to go down this line. But just 3 feet over there, there's nothing, no gold. So that's why I dug there. Try to get the line of gold. Nice canopy. You can hide back here. A lot of spiders, no mosquitoes, thank God. And can't complain about the critters today. Everything was good. My little new platform for my high banker. So I'll turn this around. I don't know how good it's gonna be. It's probably crooked. Anyway, I'll pack up, head out. It's a good workout today. Found some gold. Learned that gold could be 3 feet away from you. And you learn from what you hear, like John always said to look for the gold line. Videos you watch, look for the gold line, which means the current's coming down. It's just depositing gold in like a line, So not necessarily is it going to go that direction. It'll go that direction. And so far, it's been the direction. Because I found gold all along there, Everybody have a good night. Like I was saying before, be nice to the people that are close to you, that are special. If they got to tell you something, listen. And just listen, take it to heart, because they love you and they just needed to tell you something. And if it hurts or you want to get angry and whatever, just don't. Take the hurt, Tell them you're sorry, ask for forgiveness. That's all I got. I'm really whipped, and I'm glad you guys all came along. It should be a nice video, hopefully from the beginning. Coming to the location, setting up the high banker, the panning area, the classifying area. So you just kind of, once you get everything set up, you know, you got to level the sluice box and do all that technical stuff if you want to be successful and not lose gold out of the back of the sluice. But yeah, a lot of hard work, and sometimes you can't even get up. That's how hard it is. And you keep getting up and, you know, thanking God for what he's given us. So, all right, everybody, peace. See you later.